Chapter 25. In the morning, it doesn't feel like the sort of day for an adventure to happen. It feels like a staying in and reading sort of day. Cold, brittle rain splashes against the windows, and it's so dark, I can't even make out the silver wire fence. Nan watches silently as I force a piece of toast down my throat, and Peg whisks up a hot chocolate that burns my mouth and makes my eyes ache. For so long, this has been us, my family, my home. And it's safe and warm, and out there, it's wild and wet, and my friends are hurting, and the shadows are spreading, and I know I'm going to go in there today. I'm going to fight with all that I have to find that palace, but I still don't have the slightest clue how to make any of it better. It was a night of tossing and turning, my stomach tight, eyes aching from crying, all the conversations of the day rushing through my head. Tea Cake stayed rumbling beside me for all of it, at one point rubbing her face into mine, drying the tears. I kissed her and thanked her, mainly because it was her hunting time and she'd stayed in for me. She's out there now. They're all out there, while I stay in here with my hot chocolate and my watchful Nan. I pick up the crockery and drop it into the sink with a clatter. I'm going in now, I say into the silence. I know I can't stop you, Nan says, and if ghosts can cry, then she is, though it doesn't show on her face. But you're still under the glamour, Stella. You haven't got all your power yet. It doesn't matter, I say. I have some power, and that will have to be enough. My friends are in there, and they know who I am. That legend of yours about the lost prince is still spoken about, and even if they don't all believe it, it still means something. It means me. I wish we'd helped sooner. I know, she says. Honestly, Stella, if I thought we could have, then I would. They are my folk in there as much as they are yours. And yet we left them. I died, she says. It was my time, and then when I returned, it was as this flimsy thing. Your mother used the last of her magic to bring me back. It was her last wish that I'd be here to care for you. And energy is finite, Stella. I had to make sure I'd be around for as long as you needed me. I realised that day when we were on the edge of Winterspell and the shadows rushed around us that I didn't have the strength to fight them and to look after you. I chose you. She leaves her chair and comes towards me, her figure pulsing. I would always, will always, I shall never regret choosing you. She cups her hands around my chin, and though they don't touch me, I can feel the warmth there. She has always been here, a bit faded, a bit tattered, sometimes downright see-through, but always, always here. Okay, I finally say, when I can find my voice again. She moves away, settling back into her chair. So, I'll do it for both of us. She smiles through the worry in her eyes. Don't lose your way, she says, her voice clear and firm, regal. Keep to the path, find the palace, and when you get there, keep going. Find what you need in there and break the curse. Blast those shadows to smithereens. And when you've done that, my Stella, you'll see Winterspell just as it always was, just as it should be once more. Peg, find the lantern. You'll go with her this time. I know I will, he sighs, even though technically I'm banished. That isn't going to stop you now, my warrior Peg. He bristles and then starts digging around in the cupboard by the back door, finally dragging out an old dusty lantern with glass sides and stiff metal shutters. Behold, the oldest fey lamp in the world, with a crack that surely shall lead to our downfall, he says, miserably blowing at it and coughing on the dust. We'll be fine, I say, grabbing it from him and giving it a wipe with a tea towel. It begins to glow, and so I take a deep breath, straighten my spine, grab my coat from the brass hook and march out of the door without a backward look, straight into Zara. Hey! She staggers back. Steady with your swinging lantern and all. What are you doing? Zara. I clatter her into an awkward hug, not sure I'd ever been so glad to see anyone. You came back. Well, I wasn't about to let you have an adventure on your own, she says. I mean, if I can come, that is. I'm sorry I dashed off like that. She draws back, and for the first time, I can see the doubt in her. She's been so invested in everything, and it must be hard. Being in a new town after her parents' separation, making friends with people who turn out not to be people at all. Please come, I say. I don't know what I'm doing, and this lantern is a bit broken, and Peg's supposed to be coming, but he's still hiding in the house, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry that we got into a row like that. I didn't mean to keep secrets from you. The whole Lost Prince legend is so messed up. You are the Lost Prince, though, she says. I'm the Shadow King's daughter, I say. So whatever the legends say, I guess that must mean something. Yanni was right. It is me. I was panicking. I didn't know what to do. Peg said it would look all different in the morning. I look around at the slowly brightening sky. I suppose it does. Are you okay? I am, she smiles. And it's okay. I've got my own secrets. You have? What are they? Ha! As if I tell you so easily. You'll have to wait and see. Okay, but whatever they are, it won't change anything. I already think you're awesome, you know. I grin. Of course I know, she says, tucking her arm through mine. The feeling is mutual, Stella, whoever you are. Peg! I shout as we go through the gate and out to the moors. Come on! He joins us a moment later, scuttling over scrubby grass beneath a shift of fog which hangs below a star-bright lightning sky. Tea-Cake bounds out of Winterspell towards us and gives a little yowl of approval. My breath steams and my nerves start to kick in, like little shocks under my skin. The shadows instantly gather, thick at the edge of the forest, and we form a little chain. Tea-Cake at the front, her fur on end, then me, with Imp Peg on my shoulder and Zara at the back, clutching my hand. Her skin is warm, and the heels of our hands fit together like I never knew could happen. All those times I wanted a real solid hand to hold, now I have one, and I'm leading its owner straight into danger. She tightens her fingers in mine, stronger than they look, and when I look back, she's bright with the adventure of it all, her eyes gleaming. And then the horn sounds, a golden ripple that takes our breath away and bursts through the shadows, just for an instant, as Rory calls the new day, and the trees shift, the birds lifting in flight.